Back at KFLT Studios, the studio those that know art, music, and philosophy, opinion, journals, ideas, thoughts, Minecraft, imagination. Anyway, this is a fourth story in my book called Blah Blah Blah. The Short Stories of a Mind Thief by Thomas Millian, available at lulu.com, lulu.com. Dorothy. There is no place like home, there is no place like home, there is no place like home, Dorothy said. And then she was back at her aunt's farm and there was work to be done. She had just had the adventure of a lifetime, but that was over now. Now it was chores in school and the occasional glance of the boys. Even after all she had been through and all she'd seen, nothing in her hometown had changed. But she had a very different view of how life was now. She didn't take things for granted, and she was more willing to go along with things. Even the old lady that hated Toto didn't seem as strange as she had before. Dorothy had grown up. She knew that she loved her family, but she now felt bigger than the town she lived in. It wasn't that the town was so routine. She had always known that, but she needed something bigger in her life than what her aunt's farm could promise. So she told her family she was leaving and she packed a suitcase. Yes, they still used suitcases in those days. And she caught the Greyhound to the big city. When she got there, she was amazed at how tall the buildings were and how many people there were. She had never seen the city before. It was so amazing to her. She had no idea what was in store for her, but she thought this was the place for her. She only had $13 with her, which was a fair amount in those days. So she knew she had to find work fast. She saw a diner car and it had a help wanted sign on it. So she went in and applied for the waitressing position, and to her amazement she was hired on the spot. Weeks went by, and she took all the city had to offer. She shopped at designer stores and went to the movies. She was really feeling alive now. She felt on top of the world. She often wrote home to tell her family how great everything was, but when they wrote back they seemed cynical and unconcerned. She just thought they didn't understand. She even thought of them as backwards and slow, but she still wrote them anyway. Dorothy found a man in the city. He was just so dreamy that she couldn't keep thinking about him, and she even gave her virginity to him. Also, she loved the sexual motion she was experiencing. She loved the sexual experience. She had a good life now, an exciting one that was full of potential. She was so flabbergasted, and she thought she would write about her life. She found a guy she told about her trip to Oz to, and she knew he didn't believe her, but he said it would probably sell. So she and him worked on it whenever they had time, and it became a big seller. That's big seller. I heard they even made a movie out of it. Moral: after we go through an experience that's life-changing, sometimes the world that we live in is different, a bit too slow, a bit too backwards. So as we grow up, most of us can't go back to where we were before the adventure. So just keep that in mind. When you're feeling bored or tired in your life, it's probably because you have outgrown the old you. And you probably need a change. Growing up is hard to do, and saying goodbye is hard. But be like Dorothy, and good things will come to you. Thanks. This is the fifth story in my book, Blah Blah Blah, Short Stories of a Mind Thief, available on Lulu, LULU.com. I know. Just what they need. Good riddance, she said as she slammed the door. Out of my hair and on his own, she thought. This is what that boy needs. Some tough love would do him right. Shit, now what? He mumbled as he looked at the street before me. Maybe I could stay with my friends, he questioned in his head. Meanwhile, at his friends, pass the blunt, dude, puff, puff, pass. Fuck you, I just took my first hit, was the reply. Nah, I'm so fucking stoned. Yeah, me too. Knocked at the door. Look through the peephole before you answer it. Make sure you know who it is. It's Jeff, man. Can I let him in? Yeah, fuck, I guess. What the fuck does he want? Hey, bro, can I stay here? My fucking mom kicked me out. Fuck, bro, I don't know. I'm already in trouble with the landlord, and she says she catches anyone else here and isn't on the lease. I'm going to lose this place. You know I have nowhere to go. Come in, man. You know me. I don't have anywhere else to go. Yeah, alright, but you're going to have to help clean around here, and you have to get a job. Sure, man, sure. Can I hit that? Yeah, you can hit it. You can leave anytime you want. Laughter filled the smoked-out living room. 2 weeks later, hey Jeff, I thought you were going to get a job. Yeah, man, I am. Yeah, you say that, but you haven't looked at all. All you do is sit around and smoke my cigarettes and weed and eat my food. So why don't you go apply for food stamps or something? Yeah, I should. No, you better or you're gone. Why did your mom kick you out anyway? Oh, same old shit. Said I needed some tough love. Yeah, I hear you. Down to the social service office, Jeff is waiting in line for his food stamps and checking out the Mexican chicks' asses. Damn, I need to get laid, he thought. Hey man, I got the stamps. Do you think we could sell someone to get a sack? Fuck man, we could really use the food, but I guess the sack arrived and they blended themselves and some girls came over. They were cute and Jeff flirted with them and got laid, but they stole his food stamp card. Fucking bitches, can't trust them for nothing. Jeff was pissed and so was his friend. So Jeff got kicked out of the place. So he called his mom. Mom, can I please come home? I've learned my lesson. I promise I'll get a job and go back to school. Please, Mom, I promise. No, Mom, I wouldn't do that, please. I'm sorry, Jeff. You did it to yourself. I can't trust you. I don't want you here. Your little brothers and sisters shouldn't be around you. You frighten them. Fuck, Mom. You're so fucked. I said change, and you won't even believe me. What am I, some fucking murderer or something? This fucking sucks. See, Jeff, that's just what I mean. When you don't get your way, you just blow up. You haven't changed a bit. Not one bit. Fuck you then. Jeff slammed down the phone. Jeff was fucked, and it was his own damn fault.